Good morning. We are grateful for your presence with us in worship, and you are all welcome in this space. Second Presbyterian Church is a welcoming community of faith where Jesus Christ transforms lives, and we invite you into this space in that spirit. I would invite you now to pass and sign the blue welcome books that you'll find on each one of your pews. We love to be able to greet those who are seated with us by name during the worship service. And if you're a guest, we would love to have a way to reach out and welcome you fully during the week ahead. I'm going to share a few things that are happening. The first thing is that right after worship, we gather for fellowship and refreshment in McFarland Hall. You'll find McFarland Hall down either one of the hallways behind me on this level of the building. And while you're there, you might want to slip into room 356, where at 11:30 a.m., Reverend Madison Van Vielen will be teaching a class about our Presbyterian tradition, theology, and liturgy. That's in room 356 from 11:30 to 12:30. During coffee hour this Sunday and next Sunday in McFarland Hall, our Bread for the World team is hosting a letter writing campaign in support of policies and hunger initiatives vital for our community, and you can participate in that letter writing during the fellowship hour at 11:30. This evening at 6 o'clock, not at 5:30 as printed in the bulletin, youth will gather for an evening of fun, friends, and food at Dave & Buster's in Castleton. This is the event that was originally scheduled for January but has been rescheduled, so we look forward to being together with our youth tonight. Tomorrow through Saturday, we invite you to visit a series of contemplative prayer stations in room 356. Times vary each day, so you can refer to the events page on our website for specifics about the times. Children and Family Ministries are hosting an interactive Stations of the Cross on Wednesday, April 1st. While this is geared toward children, it will be a meaningful experience for all who take a part, and they'd love to have you as a volunteer. You can register to volunteer to participate. If you were an actor in high school and want to try on those skills again, I know they have needs for actors to participate in the Stations of the Cross as well. When you exit worship this morning, you will be handed invitations to Easter at Second. We hope you'll be here, but those invitations are for you to share with a family member, a friend, a neighbor. Leave them in the waiting room of your doctor's office. You know, you can get creative with this. We'd love to invite all of our neighbors and friends to join us for Easter worship at Second. And speaking of that, Easter, 2 weeks from today, services at 7:15, 9 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. So 9 and 11 here in the sanctuary on Easter Sunday. As always, there are many more opportunities for fellowship, formation, and mission in the life of the church, and I encourage you to read the back of your bulletin, visit our website, or pick up the printed literature around the building. And speaking of the back of the bulletin, the February year-to-date financial update provides a wonderful occasion for me to express our gratitude for the generosity of this congregation. The depth of your giving and the consistency of your giving enables us to dream big dreams about Second's future and our mission and ministry, and allows us to touch this city and community in such a broad array of ways. We are grateful for the generous giving of this congregation. And with that, I'm pleased to welcome my good friend Amar Patel, who is the Executive Director of the Thriving Families Initiative. Amar has been integral to the vision and operation of this mission partnership. And Amar, we welcome you to a place you know well, Second Presbyterian Church. Tell us about Thriving Families.
Thank you so much, Chris, for having me here. It's wonderful to be with all of you on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. One thing many people don't realize is that right here in Washington Township of Indianapolis, we have among the, if not the, largest quality of life disparities one would find in all of Indiana, by income, by opportunity, by life outcomes. And neighborhoods just minutes apart from each other, where we have neighbors who are thriving, families who are thriving, minutes from those who are working hard but struggling. Thriving Families is built on a powerful idea amidst this backdrop. that relationships change lives. And in fact, it is true that research shows that one of the strongest, if not the strongest, predictors of upward mobility and family stability in America, bar none, is having relationships across lines of difference. And Thriving Families Initiative, a signature initiative of this institution, is built on that core premise. We bring people together across economic backgrounds to support each other, to live the sorts of lives that we want, and to move towards goals of self-sufficiency and flourishing.
So what I love about Thriving Families is that it's rooted in neighbors helping neighbors. So tell us a little bit about how that works in practice.
Sure, of course. So Thriving Families is a partnership between this institution, Second, St. Luke's United Methodist Church, and Goodwill Legacy Group. Everyone who joins Thriving Families is a member. Some members are working towards goals like financial stability, upward mobility, career advancement, supporting their children to be successful in school. Other members might be more economically self-sufficient and are working towards their own goals. They're not here to fix or rescue anyone, however. They're here to listen, encourage, and walk alongside their neighbors. And what we found in this effort is that neighbors in relationship with each other across these lines of often economic difference all grow. This is an effort towards mutual transformation for all members, all participants. We also provide professional coaching and support. While neighbors walk alongside their fellow neighbors, we have professional staff from Goodwill of Central and Southern Indiana, Goodwill Legacy Group, that coaches all participants to articulate the sorts of goals that they have for their lives, to translate those goals into plans and actions, and to get access to resources that they might not know are available. Right now, we have monthly gatherings, what we call meetups, where all of the membership come together and the members identify how they want to spend time together. Sometimes we're doing kids' educational programming, sometimes we're doing community service, sometimes we're just having fun and playing basketball. But the whole point is to build relationships with each other. Right now, we have 40 families engaged, including a growing number of members from this congregation.
So, Amr, you've shared with me recently about a member named Keontae, whose story really captures this goal. Tell us about him.
So Keontae joined about 9 months ago as a member of Thriving Families. He had ambitions, he had drive, but he was navigating challenges in his life around employment and financial stability. Through Thriving Families, he built relationships with neighbors who were encouraging, who were loving, who widened his aperture on opportunities that might be available to him. And with coaching support, he set clear goals to move towards secure, stable employment, upward employment, and he wanted a role. He wanted to work full-time in education, a calling he felt moved to work towards for quite some time, and has done so. But the shift that he's found in his life isn't simply financial or in terms of stable employment, though those have both happened. The shift, if you spend time with him, is one of confidence, is one of clarity, it's one of leadership. So today, Keontae is a key member that helps design our monthly meetups, what we do when we come together, and he is one of the key facilitators of those gatherings. So you see, this effort isn't simply, though it's important to move towards stability and upward mobility from an income standpoint, from a wealth standpoint, it's also about being a more integrated member and a leader in one's own community. What's powerful as well is hearing other members, other participants in Thriving Families say that they thought that their role was going to be one to be a mentor and to provide guidance to fellow members alone. But through the experience, they found that they've learned perhaps as much, if not more, about their community and about what others are going through than they thought was ever possible.
So I imagine that there are some folks sitting out here who are feeling a tug toward involvement. What's the best way to do that?
I first want to say, I'd be remiss not to say, we would not be here, Thriving Families would not be the successful program that it is were it not for the leadership, Chris, of you, the leadership of Lisa Enright, the leadership of this institution, as well as congregants David Shane and Jim McClellan, who have been advisors of the effort from Jump. A couple ways, if you're moved today, you might consider getting involved. First, you can become a member. Members are those who are willing to be encouraging, be loving, and grow yourself as a part of this effort. Second, you can support the work financially. As we seek to grow where we've seen success, we want to grow. We'd like you to consider being a financial supporter of the effort. And if you have employment opportunities or resources that you think could open doors to fellow neighbors in Thriving Families, we'd love to connect. And so as a next step, if you feel moved, if you feel interested, please get in touch with Lisa Enright, and we'll discuss how to get you engaged.
Amar, this is a partnership that we care deeply about and that we've been excited to be a part of up until now and look forward to continuing. And we appreciate your leadership and your being with us this morning.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you all.
Lisa and Amar will be at the bottom of the chancel stairs following worship if you'd like to connect with them. And now let us prepare our hearts to worship God.